Ah. It would seem we're getting right on with it. Ah. Also seen that I've been nailed to a bit of wood. Well, that's just spiffing, isn't it? Right. I hardly think this is going to be a fair fight, given my, you know, current predicament, but I'll press space anyway, and we'll see what happens. Pardon my tummy. I literally am rather hungry. Right, okay, yes, I just hold my belly so that it, so that it doesn't get grumpy. More food. Is this my stomach actually speaking to me? Or, right, okay. Hold on to all of your horses, proverbial or otherwise, for 5 shakes of the lambs, and certainly proverbial tail. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a game called Loops of Hell. That is deeply frickin' unpleasant. That is deeply frickin' unpleasant. Right. This is a game about people who are trapped in hell, looping over their sins again and again and again and again and again and oh my goodness. So you don't press C, you have to hold it down to crouch. Goodness. More food. Alright. Oh, blimey. Okay, this is a thing I can do as well. Oh my goodness. I'm on my way. I'm just crawling across the floor, being confused by my quite literal mutton hands. Right. How do I get out the... Am I actually not going prone? Have I actually just fallen on the floor and I am somehow starving to death? Is that what's going on? I do wish you'd let go of that door handle, mate. This is going to hurt severely in a minute. Right, never mind. We'll just have to switch over to this one. Feed me before I die, please. With the, marvellous. Good, I'm glad to see that Caesar's Legion have forgiven me and I can get back on with wandering the Mojave. Tremendous. I'm not even going to ask. I do not know if I fell on the floor because I pressed a button or because I just got ever so slightly hungry. Ah, I thought he had a moustache. He doesn't. He's just had 3 wadges of money shoved in his face. What? Leave greed behind. Okay. I need to fight again, do I? Okay. I need to leave greed behind, which means not eating. Alright, then I shall sit here and starve to death among these highly square trees. Oh. You know, when I said that man had bits of money shoved in his face, I was sort of being facetious. I did rather assume it was something else, like, I don't know, bricks, or just very square rats. I don't really know, but okay. I must say, I do wish it was this easy to earn money in real life, to sort of wander around waving your hands in a rather disturbing manner. Right. Am I not doing this correctly because I am continuing people saying, no, I need every penny, give it to me. Alright, fine, I'll focus on the others. Am I doing this badly because I should really be resisting the sins and not continuing rather than perpetuating the problem? Also, you know, I don't claim to be a theologist. I would never claim to make a statement as such, but I do think that you need to be a slightly naughtier boy if you're actually going to get sent for eternal damnation than simply eating a pizza. But maybe it's a metaphor. That's a big word that people use to mean stuff. It would also seem that I can just step on the stuff rather than having to worry about staring at it, but alright. Yes, I agree. Well, look on the bright side. This cheeky chap who won't get obesity, unlike the other bloke, because he's doing an awful lot of wandering around and burning many calories as he's collecting all of his various bits of money. These hand physics, as I suppose we shall call them for want of better terminology, are very, very disturbing. Right? Less disturbing than being crucified in hell. But disturbing all the same. I also would have sort of slightly expected something to have happened by now, in terms of, like, you know, something bad, something you know, something deathly, something terrible, rather than just carrying on. Because right now, the sort of message you're giving me, game, is that it's absolutely fine to just wander through life being desperately obsessed with the accumulation of money, and everything is going to be, everything is just going to be fine and dandy. It does seem as if, at least for a moment there, that I was sort of... Yes, I'm kind of repeating this same environment, aren't I? What happens if I turn around and go back? Does anything different happen? And is the environment actually repeating itself, or am I... Okay, curious. Or am I just, going through an area which is all a bit samey? I don't know, but I can't go that way. Oh, I'll go this way. My goodness. These landscape gardeners, they work quickly and efficiently, don't they? Marvellous. That must be because I had enough money to hire some really good ones. Tremendous. Okay, fine. I mean, look, there are more horrific sins we could be witnessing right now, aren't there? There are more... Oh, blimey. Oh, good, and now my hands are made out of marmalade. There are definitely worse sins we could be observing. Hello, friend. Do you need some money? Steal money or donate money? Oh, I see. So I've encountered that guitarist man again from the Mojave to I need to make right on my sins. All right, I should give you some money to say please buy a brain, which will tell you that this is a terrible place to busk, because you're supposed to busk in places that have a lot of foot traffic, not in the middle of the frickin' forest. But I approve of your top hat, so I'll forgive you and give you some money. Presumably that's it. Alright, fine, I did that. I did more. Yeah, except you gave some away, which is good, right? I think. Probably. Hopefully. Do I need to perform multiple redemptions, or have I had it, so to speak? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious me. You get called blockhead a lot when you were a kid. People ever say, oh, one of those statues from Easter Island has come to life. Then people tell you to put on some freaking pants. I wish they'd told you that more often. Alright, fine. Let's carry on. Should we go down there and speak to that man? Please do not stand quite so close to me, sir. Thank you very much. Please keep yourself and yourself further away. Should we speak to this man? What was this man's sin? Clearly not a very bad one, because they haven't actually nailed it to him. Maybe he was a witch and he could levitate. Maybe that's what they were grumpy about. Alright. Don't be lazy and do it! Oh, right. Okay, so he had money because he was greedy. He was podgy because he was greedy, and this man is presumably guilty of the sin of sloth. Oh, right. Okay, fine. Okay, so it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and I should really get out of bed, but I'm not going to. I'm going to snooze my alarm clock. I'm going to go back to sleep. It's now 8:30, and I'm still going to get back to sleep. I mean, if it's a Sunday morning, I can sort of empathise with that. I've been known to sleep late of a Sunday morning from time to time. I don't think there's anything particularly unreasonable about that, assuming that you haven't got some vitally sort of important appointment to put out the fire at your sister's house that morning. So I don't think this is too terrible. Okay, by now you really should have gotten out of bed, if for nothing else to brush your teeth. But alright. 6 p.m. Oh my goodness, shall I have a bed sore at this point? I can't move the camera around or anything. Oh blimey, I can just change my mind and say yes, I completely agree. 6 p.m. is a perfectly reasonable time to get out of bed. Oh my goodness gracious me. Okay. Can you please stop with these things? Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, alright, never mind. We've finally gotten out of bed. That's good. Okay, well, we're in some sort of underground cavern and there are glowing green things on the floor, so at least I feel at home. Right. How the hell does this work? It doesn't, is the answer to that question. What the hell? How does this work? Oh, hang on, I need to left and right click. Sorry. I see. So each hand is controlled by a different... Bloody hell. It's controlled... Sorry, I'm guilty of the sin of blasphemy now, aren't I? Hold on to that thing right now. Hold on to it for crying out loud. Okay, now I can let go of the left mouse button, switch over to the left, and then when I'm secure, let go of the right mouse button. Blimey. You sure I can't just shimmy my way up? Yes, seemingly I can, at least a little bit. Here we are. I think we might just break our way through this, which I appreciate is the lazy thing to do, which is exactly what I shouldn't be doing. But, bloody, this is how difficult rock climbing is in real life, in which case I'm glad I've never bothered trying. This isn't quite what I had in mind, but okay, fine. Should probably find the proper way of doing this, not the lazy way. But you know, here we are. We'll live with it. Just with the get up there already. I didn't come this far to fall. No. There we go. Right. There's something so deeply disturbing about those completely ruined fingers. Well, look at me on top of the world of alarm clocks. Right, I bashed myself in the face with a door. Tremendous. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, I trust you're very proud of me. This is a strange game. Right, this man has a long nose. So is this about lying, perhaps? Admit that people are better than you. Oh, I see. This is some sort of sin of pride or arrogance, perhaps. And again with the guitarist. Right. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious me. I know I say in games a lot. Gee, I wish we had a reflection. Gee, I wish I had slightly less reflection than I actually have this time. Right. Why is the washing machine in the bathroom? That seems a little strange. Never mind. Who... right, okay, I worried for a moment there we were playing a PT game. Whomst are the people that are better than me, that I need to say are better than me, so that I can be let out of this quite literal hellhole? Is the idea of the head being tilted back is like the whole sort of wandering around with your nose in the air? Is that the idea that we're going with? I don't really know, but I can't really. I can adore myself in the darkness. That's nice. Oh, cup. Ooh, given as a gift to the best employee, which is why they gave it to somebody else and then I stole it. Right? Can I break this? No. Can I? Oh, here we are. Crouch. Pick up. There we are. Can I please break this? No, I'm not the best employee, I'm the worst employee. That's how things work. What on earth is this? A lollipop. I like lollipop. That's like lollipops. It's good. I'm glad to see we've got the mental capacity of a 3-year-old. But other than that, now everything's going tremendously. Oh, blimey, is that a hammer? Did you call that a pickaxe? Yes, you did. Okay, I'm going to operate under some kind of assumption that this game wasn't written in English and has been translated into English, because my brain cannot form a connection between that image and the word pickaxe, because it's clearly a hammer. Alright, I need to smash the mirror! Smash the mirror! That's better. Right. Now I can no longer be Narcissus, and I can instead think that I saw something dripping from the ceiling there for a moment. Right, I have escaped! I have broken free. Tremendous. Right. Us lot, we're forming a little gang, aren't we? Isn't that lovely? Okay, are there other people that I need to save and redeem and help? Or have I fallen down here and I can't get back up again and I'm stuck here forever? I really don't know. Hello, friend. How are you today? I'm sorry, what are you doing? I just climbed on top of this person. I don't know, but I don't seem to be able to move or interact or do anything. Oh, we're forming a pentagram. That's good. Except we might be missing a few people. Okay. Okay, that was curious. Okay. I'm gonna go back into that, and first I want to see if I can explore further around in the pizza house, and second I want to see if there were any other sinners that I missed or not. However, I have a feeling this will take back to the desktop. I wasn't wrong. Right. Now that I'm not transfixed on the mittens, let me see if I can. Let me see if I can do this differently. So, oh, I see. I have a fridge full of many things. Okay. Interesting. So, is this what I was actually supposed to be doing instead of wandering around on the floor like a lunatic? Was I actually supposed to be eating all of this delicious din tins rather than messing around like a complete and utter idiot? I'm sorry. You keep your chocolate in the fridge? This may divide the audience, and that's fine because this is a hill I'm willing to die on. But putting you shut up about your sausage, man. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So the collapsing and dying of hunger is the thing I expected. Putting your chocolate in the fridge is the greatest sin of all. Chocolate is a cupboard food, not a fridge food. Right. Never mind any of that. I don't know why it still says burger, but never mind. Let me reach out. Let me reach out and mend things. Okay. My goodness. Is it possible to fail the sins, so to speak, to sort of do it wrong and incorrectly? I don't know. Also, can I just sort of skip people and go on to the next person? Seemingly yes. Please do not grab that man's knobbly knees. Nobody needs that. What about this chap over here? He looks vaguely accessible. No, he's not accessible. He's not achievable. He's not on my level. Okay, and he's just not batting out of my ballpark or whatever the bloody phrase is. I don't know how these things work. Okay, never mind. Okay. I assume I can't go over this way. That seems a little too easy. I don't know why I keep trying to jump. I don't think I've actually been able to jump in any of these games yet. Okay. Can you fail the sin? This seems like an obvious one where I might be able to fail the sin. Let me see if I can. I'll get us back to the bit where there was the guitar player, and see if I steal his money. If I steal his money instead, we'll see if that brings about a different ending. Hopefully, an ending which involves fewer hiccups. Right, another detail that I've noticed, and I don't know if it's significant or not, is that when I get to the crossroads each time, it seems like on one side there's quite a lot of money on the floor, and on the other side there isn't. I don't know if that's actually meaningful or not. But right, I should proceed to steal. Again, it doesn't seem to have made any difference whatsoever, but alright. Let me catapult myself through the door of destiny, and we shall see what the horrendous result is of my mischief. Okay. And now you want me to do it all over again, do you? Well, here's the thing, mate. I don't really want to. I've done enough redemption for one day. Okay, so you can actually fail the sins, and then presumably you need to replay them. So, presumably, if I had gobbled everything in the fridge, then that would have failed it. Likewise, if I just kept staring at myself in the mirror, and so on. So that's nice. I like the sort of little different ways you can do it. I don't really know whether it works best to just have you repeat the level, or whether it would be better to have a kind of win or fail thing, and then depending on how many you get right and how many you get wrong, when you then go to the end, maybe that dictates the ending. I don't know, but it seems like they're perhaps going to continue to develop it and add more things in, presumably based off each of the 7 deadly sins. But hey ho, that's all very interesting, isn't it? So yes, that was a strange little game, which involved a few too many nearly naked bodies for my preferences, but you know, you can't have everything in life. And I suppose in hell it must be rather warm, so one could perhaps be excused for taking one's jacket off. So, right, that was a thing that we both experienced together, so thank you for being with me during this experience. Yes, thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look after each other, and good night.